Thank you for tuning into my channel. I will be sharing podcasts on a regular basis that will let you experience the Feldenkrais Method via awareness through movement lessons. In the lessons, I will talk you through all the steps. You listen and do at the same time. The lessons are designed to improve ability and reduce effort in movement. The speed of an exercise should always be adjusted to your breathing rhythm. For the lesson, always find a place where you can lie down comfortably and wear clothing that doesn't interfere with your movements and breathing. Also, take a rest whenever you want to. There will be plenty of rests in the lessons, but if you need more, please do. The lessons have been recorded live while teaching a class. The lesson is called Oiling Your Hips the Easy Way. So, okay, I hope you enjoy it. To learn a fun and exhilarating way to release stiffness in your hips, knees, and lower back. Sounds good, right? So we start with lying on the back. With your arms and legs long. And just take a moment to observe your contact with the floor. And focus your attention inside the body. And now come to sitting. With your knees bent so that the bottoms of your feet are standing on the floor. Close your eyes. And now with your left hand, reach around the outside of your left knee, holding on to the outside edge of your left foot, near your toes. So with your left hand, you reach around the outside of your left knee, and then you get a hold of the outside of the edge of your left foot, the outside edge of the left foot, near the toes. And then keep the thumb together with the fingers. And now lift your foot, like the foot that you have your hand, lift that foot into the air and set it down a few times and repeat it. So you're kind of going on the outside of your leg. So the left hand reaches on the outside of the left knee and then just gets hold of the outside edge of the left foot. So it's a lot easier than most of you are trying to do. So it's the left hand staying on the left side and then just getting hold of the left foot. Yes. And then you lift it from the floor a few times and you place it back down again. And the thumb is together with the fingers. And feel what your pelvis and your lower back need to do to help you. And also feel free to use the right hand on the floor for support. And the next time you lift your left foot up and set it down, have your knee cross underneath your arm so that it flips to the outside of your left arm as you set the foot down. So I'll repeat it. So the next time you lift your left foot up and you set it down, have your knee cross underneath your arm so that it flips to the outside of your left arm as you set the foot down. And then back again. So you start the easy way with your arm outside of your left knee, and then you grab hold of the left outside edge of the foot. Yes, that way. Yeah. Yeah, it's like that way. And then you lift it up. And now you see if you can move the knee under your arm to the inside and to the outside of your elbow. And see what you need to do with your lower back and your pelvis. Maybe you need to roll a little bit to the back. You can also use your other hand to lean on if it's easier to be a little bit more backward. Maybe it creates a little bit of space. See what you need. Make it easy and kind of fun. And notice what's happening in your hip joint when you're kind of turning this knee under your arm inside and outside. And let go and just rest on your back. And maybe a good thing to say is for somebody who's the first time, the movements are there for you to explore, but you don't need to be good at them. You don't actually need to be able to do them at all, but it's for you to find out how you can move in a comfortable way, exploring the things that we suggest. Yeah, and then stop anytime you want and go as slow as you want. And see if you can always have it kind of make it fun for yourself. And just notice how you're resting on the floor now. And just notice the two sides of your body, the left side and the right side. And notice if the side we just worked on is very different than the right side. And slowly come to sitting again, as we did before. And again, get hold of the outside edge of your left foot with your left hand. And lean on the other hand if you want. And lift your foot up and set it down somewhere else on the floor. And then lift it up again, and then lift it, and then bring it down somewhere else on the floor again. And see how many different places you can place the foot. So you lift it up and you just put it somewhere else. Many different places. And just be playful about it. Maybe cross your foot to the other side of your body and find a couple of ways to set your foot in the back of yourself, maybe raise it above your head. You can play, be playful, just explore and find new ways. I just give you a few, but you can do other things. What could you do? Now just come back to sitting and still holding your left foot on the outside edge. Oh, no, I've got it all wrong. So let go of the left foot. And now get hold of the right outside edge with your right hand. So it's the other side. So your right hand goes outside the right knee and gets hold of the outside edge of the right foot. Yes. And now again, explore how to flip your knee back and forth under your right elbow this time. So when you lift up the foot, it goes on one side of the elbow and then on the other side of the elbow. And for some people, this is very easily, much more easy than on the other side. And now can your right knee pass under your right elbow and shoulder without making any contact with your arm? Is that an option? How would you do that? So you lift up the right leg and then you see if you can bring it under the arm to the other side and then place it back down again and see if you can do it without touching that arm. Yeah. And are you still breathing as you're doing this? And put the foot back down again. But have your right hand still holding the outside edge of the right foot. And now explore all the places you can touch on the floor around your body with this foot. So you lift it up, you place it somewhere, and then you place it somewhere else, all around yourself. Where can you place your foot? And let go of this movement and roll onto your back and rest with your legs long and your arms long. And notice how you're resting on the floor. And what is your contact with the floor? Now come back to sitting again, with both of your knees in front of you pointing to the right. And then, of course, both of your feet are more to the left. So both of the knees are on the right, more to the right, and the feet are to the left, on top of each other. It's like a side-sitting position. And now with your left foot, just in the back of you on the floor, and your right foot is near your left knee. So your knees are to the right, your feet are to the left, and now with your left foot, it's just a little bit in the back of you on the floor, and your right foot is near the left knee. Yeah, yes. And your left knee can be also touching the bottom of the right foot, if that's a bit less training and more comfortable. Now get hold of the outside edge of your left foot with your left hand again, and the outside edge of your right foot with your right hand. And the fingers and the thumb are together, and they can curl around the bottoms of your feet if you want, so you have a bit more grip. And now lift both of your feet from the floor and simultaneously flip both of your knees under both of your elbows. So, okay, you lift both feet with your hands and simultaneously flip both of your knees under both of your elbows. And back again. And as your knees get straighter, come to side sitting in a mirror of your starting position. So we start with the knees to the left and the feet to the right. And the left foot is just a little bit in the back, and the right foot is near the left knee. So the left knee will be touching the right foot. Get hold of both feet. So the left hand touches the left outside edge and the right hand touches the right outside edge of the foot. And then simultaneously flip both knees to the other side. So you're actually sitting, side sitting to the other side. And then try to shift from one side to the other side. So now you're with your knees to the left. Then pick your feet up again and then flip your knees over under your arms. So you're side sitting on the other side again. And rest on your back with your arms and legs long. And just notice how you're resting on the floor. And how does your right side compare to your left side? And how are you breathing? Come back to side sitting and now choose your favorite side to start with. And again, have the front leg or the bottom leg stays more in the front. The top leg goes a little bit to the back. And then the front foot touches the knee that goes to the back. And again, get hold of the outside edges of your feet. So the right outside edge with the right hand and the left outside edge with the left hand. But this time, you'll be changing from side sitting from one side to the other by flipping your knees under your arms. But this time, try to do it by sliding your feet on the floor the entire time as your knees change from side to side. How would you do that? So you try to slide your feet on the floor the whole time as you change from side to side. Yeah. I see for some people this makes so much more sense. For other people it's like, yes. And repeat it a few times. And let go of the movement and just rest on your back. And notice how you're resting. Notice the changes in your back. Or maybe other parts are resting more on the floor. How heavy are your hips? And your arms? And your head? And how is your right side compared to your left side? And now slowly in your own time, roll to your side and then come to sitting and then to standing. And now just walk around the room a little bit and notice what changed. Notice how your legs feel. And your back. Thank you. for joining this lesson.